Flutiwicha. O ha shaksia. Utigwitsicha. Twatia slahe. Utigwitsicha. Twatia slahe. Sastapocha. Uwela kwitsicha. Guahalicha. Tia loklocha. Guahalicha. Tia budbadacha. Guahalicha. Tee. Ashachach. Obasista. Creator, we thank you for this day. We thank you for allowing us to be here. We ask that you bless our elders, bless our children, and bless those who are in need. It is good this way.
Thank you very much. Let's give it up for our language warriors.
1, 2, 3, Tulalip!
Friends and relatives, thank you for arriving.
I'm on my prime, I'm feeling like Steph.
Super loud, make everybody hear it.
Igwi Tabushle, Twakwigwa Slalala, Balti each Swatufticha.
Going next,
Looking to go coast to coast. Takes another player.
Everything I said, man, they know it's all facts. Told them if they want to brush, then they go and get text.
We're creating a winning culture here. That's what it's all about.
Welcome all. Hashla Hail. We are live here at the Franci J Sheldon gym. I am Diamante Diaz. I'm here with Dom, the phenom, podcaster Joseph.
Oh my goodness, what a day to be here. It's an afternoon game for us. Pretty rare to be seen here. We're usually here at Friday Night Lights or evening lights, but great to be here.
Yeah, we're excited for this matchup. It is a third of three games that Heritage has had against Providence Highlanders. They faced them about a week ago here at Franci J Sheldon Gym. So, you know, it's a nice chance for redemption for Providence and for Heritage to seal the door and go to the district championships against what some are anticipating will be against Lummi.
Yeah, and for people who are wondering what will happen in that game, if Tulalip will win this game, they'll be playing in Lummi Tuesday. And if they lose, they will be playing still in Lummi, but it will be an earlier game. So if they lose, it will be 4. If they win, it will be at 8 on Tuesday. So remember to mark your calendars, support your Hawks. But here's the thing about Providence. They came in here and gave the Hawks a good run for their money the last time they were here. Yeah. First half, at least.
Yeah, they started out strong. They fed their big, number 33. Judah McGilvery, about 6'5", he looks like, and full frame, you know, very solid player. Went to the post, and they shot well too from the 3, so it kept them in the race for a little bit. And then Heritage, you know, adjusted their game plan and were able to close the game out strong. So we anticipate maybe much of the same strategy, and we'll see if Heritage can, you know, deny that inside play that Providence will probably go to.
It looks like Heritage will bring out their old starting 5 that they had previously. Last game they were not starting, but now this second game they seem to have their key starters in tonight for Tulalip. And also Providence, it looks like similar faces. Another notable player to watch out for, Alex Bravo on Providence, had a great first half against Tulalip as well.
Yeah, and I mean, as fans watch, I think last game, although a different lineup, it was good for Heritage to kind of find some depth, right? Give some guys some minutes so that they're ready when the time comes. Had a couple freshmen playing some major minutes. And then, like you said, this game, obviously, just to kind of seal things out, they're going to go back to their regular starting 5 lineup that they've had all season.
Starting off strong here for Tulalip, keeping the ball moving, but the ball just doesn't go in the way we wanted it to here.
Yeah, Amari with a 3 and off the iron. So, but you see Hawks extended in this full court pressure, and we'll see if that'll cause some havoc for Providence.
Providence now with the ball.
Yeah, and you know, you see Providence there trying to take their time, but then Heritage, you know, doing I think what's designed in that extended defense. You get the ball to the post, who not necessarily is a facilitator with that count running, and he's not able to give it up in time.
Got to keep the ball moving against the Hawks so far this year. Their defense has been all over everywhere. They're showing that they're comfortable in the transition defense and also in the half-court defense as well.
Yeah, it'll be good to see, you know, how they fare against, obviously, stiffer competition in districts, but that defense has been awesome for them this year.
Like we were saying yesterday, JD and I were here on the commentator. We were talking about how it's the thing we all say, but it's true. Playoffs come in town, come the time. Everybody's 0-0. Right now, Hawks have a win under their belt, as sure as Providence does. So right now, 1-0 into the postseason, looking to capitalize.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that, you know, obviously it's pretty to score baskets and you know, pour it on, but when you get in this postseason, there's a different sense of urgency, and defense is what's going to, you know, win a lot of games for teams. And so for Heritage, I think that's what's going to be key for them. You know, when they're not able to score, you know, get it in transition, are they able to get stops? You see that 0-0 right here, you know, a couple shots off, kind of a lid on the basket. As we see Ziggy short, gets his own rebound and puts it back up.
That was a good rebound for him, making it the first basket of the day. Here making it 2-0, Tulalip leading with 6 minutes and 21 seconds to go.
Providence kind of figuring out that press, so they get it across. See what they drop in offense.
Defense chances being chanted here as Providence looking to get their tie basket.
Yeah, post-to-post switch there, and then they dump it off to Judah, rolling to the basket, who then has a mismatch. Gets fouled by Davian.
You could see here that Tulalip's just almost expecting this. You know, last time Judah was here, he had quite a few handful of points for them. So for them to make sure they're closing off the post like that, I think is the big key to this game.
Yeah, I think what we'll see here, you know, just so they don't get a ton of mismatches, is that maybe the Hawks will shift to a zone. Though they might still extend in that full court pressure, but they might drop back into a zone just to kind of deny that post play, because they don't obviously want him to get going early like he did the last time they saw Providence.
He's showing he's comfortable in the free throw lane. That's something that is definitely you need right now in the playoffs for Providence coming into this away game.
Ziggy with the rebound, able to kick it back out, so Hawks get another possession. Looking to make something happen against this Providence zone.
Good bounce pass to Ziggy. Rebounded there by Judah. Judah, a sophomore from Providence.
Yeah, and for Hawks, obviously what's going to get Providence out of that zone is, are they able to knock down shots?
Good block by Ziggy there, just has both hands up.
Just
goes up, right-handed, Davis gets the rebound.
Rips it away.
Great fadeaway there.
Yeah, I like how he secured it, had two guys on him, able to rip it out and then get a nice little fadeaway right there, 5 feet away from the basket.
Davis has one of those fadeaways, I think, one of the best in the 1B, just being able to generate space on that shot. Boxing out here under the box.
Providence with a miss of their own, and Hawks racing up in transition, trying to get a bucket, but they get a steal.
Bravo looking to make it. Looks like he'll be fouled on the spot. Providence bringing their fans here to Franci J. Sheldon Court in Tulalip. Not too far of a drive, but it seems that they brought the fans tonight on their side, retro side.
Yeah, I think obviously everybody's gonna, you know, want to show up to give the Hawks a good matchup and have a ton of support doing it. You know, they're gonna get everybody's best game because they've been top dog in the division this year.
Ziggy gets a good block there. Amari looking to set up the offense, goes to Davian, turned over. Judah fumbling the ball. Hawks look to be there.
And just swarming them, and JJ gets a steal.
JJ kicks it out to Amari. The Hawks retain possession after a fumble or two by Providence.
And we get a travel call.
Looks like the ball will be turned over. Providence will take over after JJ's recent. Looks like
I couldn't
travel
see.
call.
Yeah, he was in the corner. I couldn't see it. Maybe he took a step before. Look clean to me, but bad angle to view from here.
I guess the ref's the one standing there. We aren't. So we'll trust his instinct there. Providence looks like the ball will be turned over. Davian outnumbering Amari
nice
there
bounce
as well.
pass back door. Back to him. And a layup. So Hawks getting that race going.
Great pass to give it back to him like that. And I liked how he bounced it back to him.
Yeah, that was a good ball movement and the necessary passes to get an easy layup. Great fundamentals.
Providence
as they would
going
say.
to Judah. Gets swatted by Ziggy. all ball there.
Yeah, good block. Waits till he goes up for it.
Tulalip trying to get some momentum here, some big plays, getting the crowd back into this. As they are up 4 points here early with 3 minutes 53 to go. Judah goes up right-handed.
That was a nice designed inbound play. You had Judah kind of go set a screen. As you see a layup there by JJ though, as they capitalize on turnover on or the miss, I should say. But yeah, they had a misdirection. He ducks back in, but comes up short, and Hawks take advantage of that and get a layup.
Yeah, that was a great layup there by JJ, going up right-handed too. I know he's a lefty, but slowing down, keeping his cool, making sure he goes right off the glass, and just great play. Hawks lead 6.
Yeah, we see each team trying to get a feel for each other. We get an early timeout.
See here on the replay, Mari just doing a great job, giving it right back to Davian. Perfect bounce pass.
Yeah, good instincts. He was turned around, passed kind of a little bit behind him, but able to get it back with some daylight for Davian to get a layup.
Everybody here excited for this district play. Also, shout out to Coach Sean. I saw he got like an award on social media for I think coaches in the WIAA or the 1B. So shout out to him.
Yeah, I believe he was one of 6 coaches selected for showing some great character, integrity, and all the things that are implemented in leading a program. So doing a great job this year, and was selected, and they posted it last night.
Yeah, I think it was last night.
First time last night. So
JJ for 3. Providence 2, Heritage 11. Providence trying to climb back into this first quarter. Looks like the ball will be turned over. Heritage will get the ball back.
Oh, Hawks pouring it on right now.
That timeout right there. Providence may be looking to timeout here if they don't get a bucket.
Yeah, and I think this is what's going to make or break Providence, right? If you allow Heritage to kind of go on a run and you never get settled into your offense, might make for a tough hole to climb out of.
Yeah, this is definitely not the place you want to be climbing back from a deficit here in Tulalip right now.
And Heritage, really gearing up. They don't take long to warm up.
That foul will be on Ziggy here. You can see on the replay, just bodies him just a little bit too much for the ref's liking. That'll be his first foul. Providence making a substitution. Number 11, Micah Wilson comes in for number 5.
Yeah, and as we see
Silas
Heritage,
Lloyd.
They're starting 5 on. Yeah, solid start for the Hawks as they cluster of turnovers, I should say.
Yeah.
Lead to a 10-point lead, 13-3 against Providence Highlanders.
JJ Gray now calling a play, getting his guys moving.
Yeah, as they're trying to obviously get a set for this zone that Providence has.
Davian now gets it to Ziggy, back to Davian, back to Ziggy.
And I like how they got good ball movement. They don't waste a lot of time holding it. Constantly forcing, that Providence defense to rotate.
Providence down 10 points. Now with the ball, number 2, David Knudsen with the ball, kicks it to his corner.
Yeah, and I think Heritage just daring them. If you want to go to the post, we'll gladly double down, and you're gonna have to create something from outside.
I think that's a good plan right now. If they're gonna shut down one of their better players, making them shoot from the outside, that's gonna be, they're okay with that, like you were saying.
Errant pass there by JJ leads to a turnover.
Turnover is a factor here early in this playoff game for Providence, trying to get back into the game.
And I like that defensive post play right there by Ziggy. He forces the big to catch it out high. I think that's the best thing he can do when he's man-to-man. Obviously, you don't want to let him catch it too deep where, he's giving up some size.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping him busy, moving him back and forth, pushing him around in the key. I think that's a very vital thing for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you just don't want him to catch it right at the basket. Corner 3.
Davian makes it. Corner 3 to make it a 13-point lead.
Nice tray ball, and then a steal by Davis.
Davis goes up right-handed, off the glass, rebounded by Providence.
Tricky floater on the front of the rim.
Looks like there'll be a pressure Providence hesitating.
Oh, and Amari daring him to turn the ball over.
The coach losing his composure on the Providence side.
Yeah, sense of urgency. It's a district game, man, and like I said, you can't turn the ball over too many times and still be able to climb into a game.
You never want to stop with the ball on the other side of the court, because I believe it's 8 seconds you have to even cross the line, so every second counts.
Absolutely. I think winning the turnover battle and rebounds, that's always going to give you a good chance to win a game. So obviously, like you said, Coach over there, you know, he's fired up because Providence not able to get into their offense, as we see a mid-range knockdown by Ziggy.
And here's the thing, I don't blame him, even one bit. You know, these are key things you've been practicing all year, and you want to make the best of it. That's something that you don't like to see. Any turnovers.
Yeah, and we see another turnover there. Leads to a kind of a take foul, right? You're trying to stop what would have been a possible fast break. What's something that you learned growing up, Dom, when you first saw press? What do the coaches usually say?
Oh, man. That was like always the thing. You just can't keep the ball moving. And like you can never just get yourself trapped here in the corner right up here by the line. That's my thing, was never get trapped. Probably not the best thing to remember, but that was my biggest thing.
I think what most coaches will say is you can't dribble through it.
Oh,
Plenty of turnovers happen when you try to dribble through it, which has happened. And then you see Hawks get a possession and a bucket by Ziggy, who's getting it going.
You can't go dribble right through 3 people just because you think you're faster than them.
Yeah, there's a high chance he'll turn it over, as we see there. Obviously not a press, but, you know, doubling in the post.
Davian goes up right-handed, just kind of almost automatic there, right off the glass. Great shot for him as we will end the first quarter. Providence throws up a prayer.
Hawks holding Providence to just 3 points in this first quarter.
Great first quarter. Heritage up 22, Providence 3.
Yeah, all gears rolling smoothly. You know, they're gelling on defense, sense of urgency on defense, getting back in the half-court set, causing turnovers even, and on offense, you know, just finding the rhythm, good ball movement.
Keeping composure, just like right now. We have the rosters for you guys on your screen. Take a look.
This young Tulalip Heritage Hawk squad, just one solo senior this year.
One solo senior shows a lot for them, as next year they'll have quite a few seniors returning to their team, as Providence as well, showing their youth with their seniors, having not too many seniors, but also sophomores, juniors, freshmen of all here competing tonight in Francis J. Sheldon Court in Tulalip. Providence in Tulalip in their timeout break, or quarter break, I'd say. So.
Yep, going into the second, 22-3 against Providence. Yeah, and I always just like to highlight the class year that they are, because obviously if you're a Hawks fan following this journey, you know, these boys are rolling just one lonely loss this year against a tough Lummi squad. And, you know, so they look to make a stout run. And, you know, there's a good window where they might be able to do it even better next year.
And the thing is, that loss, you know, was away. They were just playing Lummi recently, too, so Lummi was familiar with their game. Lummi also has a pretty good team this year. It's cool to see that game here at Lummi when we were able to commentate. What a game.
Yeah, great home game played against Lummi. They were able to eke that one out, and then obviously followed by Lummi returning with some vengeance at their own house, and they get a win against Heritage. And like I said, a much anticipated matchup of a third game here.
Alex Bravo jump, makes the 3-pointer. JJ Gray gets the ball. Goes back, step back three. Lefty.
Bouncing around, Providence able to secure it.
Alex Bravo brings the ball up, guarded by JJ Gray. Good, looks to go down low.
And then muscles it up. Oh, gets his own rebound though.
Bad pass. Davian spins.
Yeah, body foul there.
You could see Judah was just kind of like, almost had 2 people on him when he threw the ball out of basically into the Hawks' hands there.
Yeah, he caught it on the baseline in bad position. Maybe thought he was going to get doubled, so he scrambles to throw it out, which leads to a turnover. And then you see Davian races down, gets fouled, trying to create some in transition.
JJ now to pass the ball in. Similar starters returning from the first quarter.
Yeah, we see Takala get in the lineup here. playing on that baseline in the short corner position.
Guilford goes to Davis. Following his shot, just doesn't go in the way.
And JJ causes some havoc there. It leads to retaining the possession. He had 2 Providence players there, and he's able to kind of knock it loose.
Keeping his eye alive there.
Oh, alley play to
Goes
Ziggy.
to Ziggy for an alley-oop.
See that one unfold. Nice misdirection, and he comes racing in the middle for a dunk.
Nobody likes to see the opposing team get a dunk. The only way you can silence that is hitting a 3, maybe getting a back-to-back dunk.
Oh, Hawks in transition.
It will be a charge. That will be a foul on JJ.
Yeah, that was interesting. I gotta be set usually, but
Feet look set to me. But I guess, you know, the refs are the ones that go to the classes, the workshops, not me. I'm just the guy who's on here talking.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, steal though. Hawks get it back.
Ripped away.
Oh,
Looks like that
was a tricky one.
That was a tricky. Those workshops don't really help you that much in those. Sometimes you gotta let them play. Providence now with the ball stripped away. Davis gets
Knocks it away. Davian going up.
Right-handed windmill.
Up and under.
What an assist there.
Yeah, and a $1 million finish.
What a play.
Yeah, great ball movement, defensive intensity here shown by the Hawks. They give up a 3, but they have not turned it down.
Providence showing no poise here tonight. They're still trying to get back into this game.
Another rebound there for Davian. He passes it up.
Providence gets a hand on it, but it will still be Tulalip ball. Let's call it to check the ball in.
Yeah, and the Hawks just, you know, they're looking to get anything in transition, I think, at this point. Get some easy ones, you know, pour it on. Close it out early, as they would say. Oh, fading away.
Just out. Davian goes for 3, sets his feet.
It's Kahlo with a rebound. Swings it out to Ziggy. Ziggy secures it.
Goes out to Davian. Davis.
We'll see Ziggy duck in, and we'll see, oh, nearly went to him.
JJ now in the corner looking to make a play. Dribbles through 2 defenders. Almost keeps it for himself. There'll be a substitution call. Silas Lloyd comes in for number 3, Elias Poole. You can see here just some tempers rising here. Both sides of the court.
Yeah, that was, you know, obviously Hawks just trying to create some, and Providence playing kind of a stout zone, but, and so in the half court, they didn't really have nothing going, and it leads to a turnover.
Alex for 3. Providence gets the rebound, looks to go to the corner. They try to go down low. They're just trying to overfeed the down low. You can see Heritage ready for that.
Yeah, he gives up a 3, potential 3. And then it leads to a turnover. Davis, though, with a miss of his own on the other end.
Alex now with the ball for Providence, dribbling up, goes to his teammates, goes under, hop step.
Oh, and then we get, I think, a foul there on Davian, swiping down.
Be a foul on Davian, his first. Providence to shoot 2. 4 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Heritage 28, Providence 6.
Oh, off the back iron.
And Providence will miss their first free throw as Peyton Hatch checks in for Davis. Batchand.
Yeah, and
or
I think
JJ Gray he comes in for, it seems.
Oh,
JJ,
yep. JJ
yeah.
taking a break, you know.
So
a lot of that pressure.
Davis Batchand will still be in. Peyton comes in for JJ Gray.
Judah McGilvery with a rebound and put back right there, though. See if he gets something going for Providence.
20-point game. Ziggy goes out to Peyton.
Good skip pass there by Peyton.
Goes up to Ziggy, goes up.
And
lefty.
one.
Lefty lemon.
Yeah, it's a little bit of contact there. And then you see Providence just trying to get in a set and maybe go to the post.
22-point lead for Tulalip.
And Heritage, like I said, just, you know, denying anything in the post. and just getting out and running and protecting the basket.
Tulalip looked to go a little early on the block there.
Yeah, we see Ziggy kind of vacate, trying to get a swat, and then it leads to a layup after a rebound for Providence.
Davis goes to Ziggy, back to Davian. Davian for 3.
Pouring it on.
23-point lead.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing with this Hawks team is, you know, they substitute their starting point guard, and the points still follow. The defense still comes as they have Peyton as a reliever. He's kind of a post player, but also able to see the floor and keep that ball rolling for them on offense.
Providence doesn't crash out the way they wanted. Tulalip able to take advantage in the transition. No problem for Davis as he goes up with right hand.
Yeah, Zig gets the ball off the rebound, pushes it up, and a nice backdoor layup by Davis.
Good for them. They saw the outnumbering there for them and then just said, hey, we have more guys running down the court. Let's just take advantage of this.
Yeah, and see they're doubling in the post because they got a nice zone set up here, and then just daring Providence to shoot threes. And he gets them on the elbow.
Just a little bit. So number 11, Micah Wilson, who is a sophomore from Providence, will shoot 2.
I think that's 3. Yeah, 3 shots.
Oh, he gets 3.
Yeah,
Is he behind that line?
Aaron, he was.
Oh, it was on player
on the closeout.
32.
Oh, yep.
That's where I had the 2. But you're right.
Yeah, it was a freshman foul. It was a freshman foul.
Okay.
They haven't really knocked anything down outside, so you don't got to race out there and tap them on the elbow.
Number 11, Micah Wilson, who was a sophomore. Letting it be known he's shooting his free throws here tonight. Providence will make some more substitutions. Micah Willett comes in for number 2, David Knudsen. Providence coach talking to Alex Bravo, trying to get something moving here on the offensive end as number 11.
Yeah, they were able to score 8 points in this quarter. Oh, they nearly get a rebound, but
Ripped
Davis
away.
ripped it away. They've scored a little bit more than they did in the first quarter, but you know, just obviously causing turnovers of their own, and then they just got to figure it out on offense, right? So like you said, coach trying to chat to his point guard.
Hawks doing a good job tonight of ripping the ball away. I think this is the 4th time I've seen it tonight of them just ripping the ball out of their hands, saying, hey, this is, you know, district time. We're going to take every chance we can get. Number 2 and number 3, David Knudsen and Elias Poole check in for Providence, as well as J.J. Gray comes in for Davian.
Yeah, and Devion Wells coming in as well, establishing his role in the rotation.
He'll take over for Takala Black Tomahawk.
And I think that's one of those things, like you said, a bunch of steals here from Rips. If your opponent doesn't want to be secure with the ball and doesn't own their space, why not? If you can get in there cleanly, it's an easy steal.
Ziggy doing a good job on the defensive side of things, guarding number 33, Judah, being able to just establish the presence in the the key. Almost said box, but.
Yeah, he showed last game he's gonna get down there every time. That's where his bread and butter is. And so no shortage of post play by Judah McGilvery. We get a foul there. I think the Hawks are in bonus. And so free throw shooter number 2,
Yes.
David Knudsen knocks on the first one.
A senior from Providence shooting his 2nd free throw. Makes the count, tucks the elbow in, bends the knees, makes the shot. 1:53 seconds left here in the first half.
Dang, fundamentals on the shooting there. Is that how you think about it?
You gotta tuck that elbow in, bend the knees. Can't overthink it.
Oh,
Davis,
nice
great
backdoor dish.
backdoor cut there. Ziggy finding the wide open man.
Yeah, he's showing that even though he gets the ball, he's very unselfish and seeing the floor well. Front in the post there.
Providence trying to get something moving in the post. I believe Judah's only points tonight are just coming from the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's, I think for Ziggy, that's what you want him to shoot it. Uncomfortable, you know, feeling somebody's presence, you know, off balance. As you see, he misses it, and then it's a rebound that goes to Tulalip. They're just not able to capitalize on offense.
Hands up. Just slipped out of number 2's hands there for Providence. Peyton there.
Ziggy with a touchdown pass of his own for a layup.
A great pass.
Right over the hands.
Just under a minute to go here. Providence now getting something moving. Judah looking to pass.
Oh, active hands by Heritage as they get another steal. Ziggy on the break. Euro of his own. Oh, turns the ball over the
38
tipped out.
seconds to go here in the first half.
Okay, never mind. It was tipped out by a Providence player. Nearly a turnover.
That's nearly.
He gave it up kind of late. I thought he was going to Euro, try to extend for a layup. He was in the air like he wanted it.
Wells to check the ball in.
Must be a lefty thing.
Must be. Wells, second free throw, 3-point attempt, just off the mark. Alex dribbling the ball here, doubled by Davis and JJ.
Oh, and Hawks just swarming in the post. Hands out, steal through the passing lane. 12 seconds left.
JJ for three.
Stepping into a three comfortably, and it's
Swirls in.
2 seconds.
Ball is way long there.
Hawks pouring it on. They're up 29. Is my math correct?
Oh, man. I think we might have to ask somebody on that one. 42 Hawks, Providence 13. I just got to say, you know, so far the coaching for Tulalip so far, I think they're doing a good job dialing in defensively. Holding Providence at 13 is a great achievement here in this district playoff.
Absolutely, the urgency you want to see them play with. So they go into the half up 42-13 against Providence, and we'll see you after this halftime break.
I've been in contact with a number of large timberland realtors that are, usually offer these type of properties, and we've been monitoring their offers for sale, and it came across that Project Skyline, the area was coming up for sale, and I think we had a total of 60 days to put all of this together. So it was a very condensed timeline from the time we were notified that the property was for sale and actually having to put the bid in and close it.
And that bid announcement went out in early August. And so potential buyers had a small window, just a little over a month, to go out on the site, to look at all the title documents, to see all the easements that come with the land, all the easements that provide access to that area, to look at the timber stands, what's been harvested, what is available to harvest, what might be harvestable in 10, 20, 30 years. And we put together a team to help us with the valuation of the timber, of the land, also to look at the carbon potential of the property and understand what that value is in terms of climate change. And when we got that information back, we were able to talk with the board and leadership about what it will take to do a purchase like this, working closely with our finance team members to figure out how we could put all the pieces together to make sure that our legal team and our natural resource team did all the due diligence on the ground and behind the scenes to make sure we are making a smart and effective decision for the Tulalip people.
Really, the first time I stepped onto the property as we drove in there, I was really amazed at how much that space really is. When we got to the top and looked across the valley, and we seen to the other side of the valley and looked down the valley from our first stop the first time we pulled in there, to realize that as far as we could see was all ours. It was just really the scale and the scope of the area really didn't hit home until I got on the landscape and was able to look from the top of the mountain down the valley and say, we own this whole valley below us. And I've been up there a couple days, and I still haven't been able to cover the whole area. Just really driving through there, there's a lot of space and a lot of area. The overall size is almost 18,000 acres of property, and it goes from a high of I think 1,000 feet in elevation all the way up to 3,600 feet in elevation. Comparable of course in size to the reservation, which is 22,000 acres. It's the reservation is slightly larger, but we own the whole entire thing, and so it kind of here we have a broken ownership of, checkerboard ownership. The tribe owns a substantial amount of the reservation, but when you have this whole area where the exterior boundaries, you're talking miles and miles between, each side of it. The reservation would seem much larger if it wasn't, as flat as it is, and you could really see where you're going. But, to think, it takes you 25 minutes or 35 minutes to drive from Fire Trail around the north side of the reservation to here. Well, it's going to take you an hour to do that on Skyline, to drive that same distance, because it's all gravel roads. So it just the scope is once you get in there, it's really big. I mean, I've been trying to really start to learn the lay of the land to start figuring out our management plan as we move forward. But there's areas that we've still yet to even put eyes on within that area. Open access to the property is going to provide a lot of hunting, gathering for tribal membership. There's firewood opportunities. There's also going to be a long-term revenue opportunity as the tribe continues to grow and harvest timber off of that property into the future, which is going to provide jobs and revenue to hopefully tribal member operations that get into either doing the road maintenance and or the logging operations in the future as we move long-term into the future.
A couple of times I've been up to the Skyline property. I look around and I instantly go to cultural, traditional, and those type of usages. And I see a lot of potential for a lot of things. There's berries. There's potential for more huckleberries for us to acquire. There's obviously the wood that's been cut there. There's more opportunity for woodcutters to get wood, not just only for elders, but for families to stay warm during the winter. And for the cultural use-wise of it, there's a lot of places, I think, where we could have people who need to store things away. And I think there's an opportunity for that. For forestry, we have a lot of work ahead of us, but I take that with, like a chip on my shoulder, because it's not just for the forestry, it's for our, next generations coming up. And if I can do my part in this work to make sure we have feasible cultural usages for, hopefully 7, 8, 10 generations beyond us, that's something that'd be awesome.
I think it means everything to have our own property, and you're only going to see your own people. It's a strong force of our sovereignty. That's what it shows, and that's what it gives our own people, is that it's just going to be us. We manage it, we control it, we protect it, and we live off of it. It's something that you can only dream of, and that's kind of where we're sitting at, is to have these opportunities. Yeah, the possibilities of hunting there is, like I said, limitless, right? There's so much potential there for us to build this to really be, I guess you would say, a mecca. And that was part of our conversations in our meetings, is that we could build this up, we could, manage it and put in a lot of work to make it to where the animals want to go there and they never want to leave. So there's always that availability to our people, always being able to harvest something for our people, because there's so much quality land there.
Well, I think one thing, I want to continue to push for the tribe, for the council, for the membership, is there's additional land up there that we need to continue to be looking at as our future generations. So this is a substantial purchase, but I think there's a lot more that we need to purchase for the future. As we continue to build that, it's an alternate revenue source for the tribe, and I think it diversifies some of our income. So I think we need to continue to look at this as another facet. I don't want to say this is our one and done, but I want to be able to say, no, this is the first step in our creating a larger sustained forest that we can preserve for the future generations and for the benefit of our people.
what a halftime here at this Franci J. Sheldon court. A whole bunch of great stuff going on here as this district playoffs. Hawks up 42, Providence 13. I should say it was lots of great things going on here.
Sorry, folks. I was joined by a nice relative of ours. She was sharing some of that Jared's popcorn.
Oh, gotta plug Jared. Shout out to Jared. You know, he's at all the spots. I like I say before, you know, a lot of people like all the flavors. I think I'm pretty OG on the caramel. But, you know, if you're ever up there and, you know, you want to tell Jared a story, say, hey, Dom sent me to get the cheddar and jalapeno one.
Ooh.
Those ones were bomb.
Dang, that sounds good.
It was like he had like a special treat going on. He does all those, you know, flavors.
We see some of the fans dancing.
It's a good vibe.
Yeah, no, I like caramel is similar to kettle. Yeah, I love kettle corn, so yeah, that caramel is good. So any fans want to join us on the broadcast, ever sit next to us and hotchka some popcorn, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm always fine with that. People were vibing here at the halftime. Fans are having a good time. It's like getting on the Jumbotron, it feels like sometimes on Tulalip TV, even though you don't see yourself.
Oh, they know.
You can go back and look.
Yeah, it's on the broadcast. They'll probably have a relative text them. We saw you on TV.
Yeah, Diamante and Dom seen you dancing.
Oh, man, that's good. That's good.
Hawks will now shoot on the right side here of your screen. As in basketball, you switch sides here.
Yeah, we see them coming down on our end closest. Up, like I said, 29 points. Let's see if they keep it rolling, but they get a turnover there. Oh, and Providence getting out on a run of their own. But then they slow it down.
Trying to get the first points of the second half. Alex now with the ball. Dribbles, goes up right-handed.
Oh.
3 Hawks there. Judah gets the rebound. Hawks doing a good job holding Judah to 4 points. I was talking to some fans. They were saying that he's only had 4 points so far this first
Yeah,
half.
it's impressive. Like I said, they use kind of the same strategy they had to close out the last game, which is, you know, fronting and doubling on him when he catches it in the post, and then obviously you see Ziggy even doing a better job of making him catch it further out, right? So you don't have to fight him so hard in the post to not give up a layup.
Davis goes out to Davian to the right corner.
Nearly lines it up, but Takala gets a rebound off the back iron.
Ball's got to stay moving here.
Yeah, and I like how they're attacking the high post, you know, trying to get that defense rotating before they find something opening up, and then a backdoor layup, as I say that, to Davian.
Great play there.
Attack the zone. That's how you attack the zone, right? You go to the soft spot in the zone, get the ball there, and everybody cut to the basket, get some actions to the basket. And so, you know, they capitalize.
Will be on the floor here.
So foul there on Ziggy. Xerxes Miles Guilford.
Fans not liking that call here in the second half. Oh, ball does not lie here. JJ has the ball.
Oh, for
Stops,
3.
Goes for 3.
Had a Davis streaking to the basket. Oh, steal though, and then he gets fouled going up.
That 3 kind of reminded me of the movie Coach Carter. You know that scene when, I think it's Tino Cruz, when he pulls up and does that 3? That kind of reminded me that there when JJ stopped and did that hesitation. Didn't go in, but I like the hindsight of it. They had the lead, but you know, maybe some coaches would probably say, go for the shot. Get
Yeah, I think timing is tricky on transition, right? Maybe you didn't see him when he was teeing up for the shot. And so you kind of maybe see him at the last minute come into frame, right? But you're already shooting. It's funny that you say that because I sent a meme to my friends, a basketball meme, if you will. And it was about something like that where when you go to the runs and somebody's on the fast break sizing up for a 3 and they don't pass it to you, cut into the basket. and the the guy who's doing the meme says, those type of people should be locked up.
I love that.
The basketball purists want to see a pass to the cutter.
They always do. Even if there's nobody there, they want you to wait, it feels like.
Yeah. So, you know, sentiment's all different, but you see Davian get some free throws, and then we get a block there
Huge
by
block
Xerxes.
shot there. Substitution, Amari Hatch comes in for Takala, or for Ziggy. After a big block, he'll
take a break. Yeah, he had
the bench there for Amari Hatch will come in for him.
Yeah, and we see, you know, Providence, they take their big off the floor. It's a safe time for Heritage as well to take off, you know, bring Ziggy off and get a break because they don't necessarily need a good size matchup inside. And they get a foul there for Providence.
It looks like there Davis was trying not to foul him too as he was going up, but just kind of was caught in the lane.
But then he goes back to the scorers table, Judah going back in, so we'll see if, you know, Coach Sean notices or if he, you know, trusts his rotation here to, you know, keep that post play away. We got 6 minutes. Obviously, you don't want to any runs to start by Providence here in the third.
Yeah, anybody can catch flame here, you know, third quarter. I know you're a big third quarter guy. We remember last year we were talking, you were telling me you were a big Warriors guy. Big Warriors third quarter.
Oh,
fiend.
man. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Yeah, you don't want a Warriors-esque third quarter where, you know, a team catches heat, goes on a big run, like you said. But, yeah, we'd like to see Heritage maintain the momentum.
Heritage doing a good job of poking the ball from behind, you know, when the guy gets ahead of you. Looks like Providence loving the energy as Judah's getting involved here.
Yeah, big outburst by the coach celebrating that bucket. Just wanting some energy to shift for Providence.
Any little bit of energy can very much change a lot of part of the game. Heritage up 30 here. Looks like they have a good control of the game as they keep the ball moving.
Oh, floater off the mark for JJ. Yeah, you know, in a run of, you know, 5 possessions, that could be a swing of 10 points, and the next thing you know, a timeout with 5 minutes left. Anything can happen. So, but, you know, and as I kind of predicted, you know, Sean sends Ziggy back in, you know, obviously to match up that post play that Providence wants to lean on.
Yeah, like you said, any bit of energy, you know, putting Ziggy down there to just kind of help control the key for Tulalip just kind of stops that momentum that could possibly arise for Providence down low.
That's a big thing with coaching. You know your matchups. You know what guys have to be on who in order for, you know, you to have a favorable outcome. And so, like I said, Judah goes in, and then you see Xerxes come back in the game quickly, but it doesn't matter as he gets a bucket there. And Providence with a small run of their own.
Amari trying to put the lead back. Providence gets the rebound, goes to Judah. Alex now goes up down the court. Right-handed layup.
Woo, Ziggy going up for a 2-hand block, misses it, and then they get a layup.
Providence on a 6-point run.
And we'll see, you know, Coach Sean probably wanting something at the basket. Oh, a turnover, though. So like I said, energy shifting, 4 minutes here. Hawks though playing with house money. That's what I will say. If they get a stop here in a bucket, it could easily put that flame out.
Exactly. Alex for a deep 3, goes up, just bounces out. Providence gets the rebound, goes up. Rebounded by Ziggy.
Yeah, rips it away and then able to get a body foul.
Just a bit of momentum here, swinging towards Providence favor, but Heritage still up here early, 45. Providence 19.
Yeah, I think what you probably want to see is obviously, you know, a set where they get some at the basket. They've missed a couple jump shots. They probably want to get some, you know, where they get a layup or a good, great, wide open look.
I think what, you know, Heritage just got to do is just stay true to what they're good at right now. They stay really good moving the ball and also moving off ball, I think, is something Tulalip does really well this year. So they just stay doing that. I think this game should go the way it's been playing all day.
Yeah, I think good set there. Obviously, maybe you want to see them defense rotating, move the ball side to side, you know, not necessarily some out of the corner as they almost get a turnover there. They get a jump ball that goes to them. They get a 3.
Amari silencing Providence with a huge 3 to push the lead a little bit farther for them.
Yeah, slamming that door shut, right? There's possibility that, you know, maybe they thought they were going to create an even bigger run.
It's a big run for them. Providence tries to climb back.
It's a moon ball.
3 Hawks in the air. Providence manages to get the rebound after the ball is kind of turned out. High key post shot by Alex. Amari now with the ball.
Oh, with the alley from the 3.
What a great pass and alley-oop there.
Crowd erupting, they're loving it. Oh, and then a steal. We might see another one. We might see another one.
Amari goes up, left-handed.
So Hawks with an explosion of their own, 5-point swing.
Slamming the door shut like you were saying here in the third quarter. Providence looked like they had something going in the beginning. Nothing falling for Providence here after those two big key plays.
Yeah, and I think obviously that's the benefit, right? Of you. They started out good. You know, you can survive a flurry when you're, playing with such a large lead, and then you're able to gear it back up. And so, great job by the Hawks, recognizing like, hey, that sense of urgency, we need to get some going, and they instantly turn it on and just lead as they give up a bucket there, but that a large lead maintained still.
Takala gets the ball. Pushes it to JJ on the other side, goes down. Davian kind of almost looked like a pass, I'll give him that, to Takala.
Yeah.
But just didn't go the way they wanted.
Floater over the top, and then Takala fumbles it out of bounds. And then if you're the Hawks, you don't overreact to any of the crowd noise or, maybe the other players getting a little bit more intense. You just play your game and get a layup on the other end by JJ.
Just poked it out and just ran right past him and got the easy layup for him. Windmill.
Yeah, calm, cool, and collected.
Goes to Judah. Judah dribbles, goes up right-handed. Kala.
Thought your relative was going to get a swat there.
He was trying. He was going for it. You can see here. Oh, just a great alley-oop here earlier. Perfect placement.
Yeah, that was, I would say, elite pass there. Above the three-point line, throws a backdoor lob, hangs it in the air for Ziggy to go up and catch it.
Judah banks it in, basically. Didn't look like it wanted to go in, but it bounced in. And that's all that matters.
Sometimes you get that friendly shooter roll.
Misses his second. Takala now with the ball.
Yeah,
Gets it to Amari.
Get it up court quickly. And Providence not wanting to abandon that zone. That'll be the crux of them if they don't come back in this game. Is they obviously probably an even bigger challenge having to match up man, but Hawks really being able to exploit that zone very easily.
Providence trying to get their big man involved.
And then we see Davian. I think he got a piece of that on the backside.
Alex now with the ball. Goes to the guy on the baseline.
And nearly a good box out there by Takala as he causes a turnover.
Providence out here throwing the ball out of bounds. Will be a turnover. Almost taking some fans out here. Was coming at him quick.
Some supporters there. They're okay, though.
They are okay. JJ for three. Makes
ball.
it.
And it's good.
Under a minute to play here. Hawks 57, Providence 22.
Yeah, so what nearly could have ended in a run for Providence quickly closed down by Heritage as they start to get on a run of their own here to close out the third.
I think Heritage doing a good job just making sure they didn't, even put their heads down even for a second there. They recognized that Providence was coming in. They were hitting good shots, and they were just falling the way they wanted it to eventually. But Hawks just said, hey, if they're going to make these, we have our lead. Like you were saying, they had some room to play with.
Yeah, and they had good looks. I think that's the other thing, right? When you know that maybe a team's going on a run, you're up, but you're still executing, get good looks like that right there. Mm-hmm. Even if you miss them and the other team comes and capitalizes, I'm gonna get a couple of those. Wide open threes. Yeah. I'm gonna knock down a few of those, and so not deterred by any of the energy or anything like that. Swinging in favor of Providence for that little bit of time.
And being up this much in a playoff game is like, what can we learn for the next game that we're going to have? Next other opponent, if they win this game, the lead stays how it is, they'll be playing Lummi in Lummi. So what can we learn right now that will get us ready for Tuesday? And it seems to see that the coaches are trying to think of rotation and how they're going to be ready.
Yeah, I think that's a tough one because, this opponent not nearly as skilled as Lummi. And so and probably not going to play as good of defense. And so, I mean, the only thing that you can work on is obviously executing your sets, but it's not going to be against the tenacity of a defense that you're going to see in the next game. And then the other thing is, as we see a family watch party, February 9th, which is tomorrow, Don Hat's Gym for a Super Bowl party. You get the Chiefs versus Eagles. Who you got in that game?
I think I got to go Eagles for sure.
We see some more upcoming events. So Monday we got Valentine's Day card making and handout, Tulalip Youth Lacrosse Clinic on the 11th on Tuesday, a pottery class and a pop with a cop on Wednesday, and a family Valentine's dance on Thursday, and then we have a non-school day on Friday.
Dang, no school on Valentine's Day. What 2025 is happening. This is a time to be alive, and it's time to be, they're giving you that day off to go ask too. And a lot of people say, Dom, are you asking your Valentine to be your Valentine yet? And I've been lacking. But we still got some time, but don't wait till Friday. That's my number one advice. If I could say something on here, I should ask, Quina, will she be my Valentine? This is on air, but who knows? We'll see how I go. I might have to go to the drawing board and do some more.
Yeah, I'm a little bit deeper down the hole than you. I've already got my wife some gifts. She just doesn't know it. Hopefully she's watching now. She does, but yeah. And then obviously, let's go back to that Super Bowl. You say you got Eagles?
Yeah,
Saquon?
The Chiefs have done me so dirty, man, as an NFL fan. I just, I've told people here on the air, I'm a Ravens guy. I like Lamar Jackson. And the AFC's just been kind of one-sided. But we are back here. Davis goes up right-handed, makes the shot. Also a Seattle guy, too. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people here are big Seahawks guys. No disrespect to them.
You had to put that disclaimer in there.
You have to. Providence with the ball.
Heritage maintaining control, like you said, gets a bucket. We'll see if they get another stop.
Providence goes up with the left-handed floater. Ziggy gets the rebound. Just out-jumped him there. Ziggy goes up. JJ. I
thought he was going to take off for a second.
I thought he was as well. Ball is moving great.
Nice
Davis cuts.
pass. Oh, just a little bit early.
Be white ball. 7 minutes remaining here. Heritage with a big lead.
I was excited there for a second. That looked like that was going to be a dunk. He gave it up, though.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Somebody cutting back door.
The purists would be happy.
We always have to give that disclaimer.
Amari now.
Amari coming down for a three.
Hits it!
And we hear that signature crowd boom.
Gets it involved.
Yeah, Hawks, just like I said, maintaining their foot on the gas, capitalizing on some early possessions here. We see Devion still in the rotation. A layup there by Amari in transition.
One of the point leaders here tonight in their playoff game.
Yeah, and I also want to commend Amari. He's done a great job with his composure tonight, playing with some good energy. He's well needed for the Hawks, especially on defense. He made a couple mistakes, but doing a great job. So hats off to him. Just having a good game, and also, just staying composed, poised, and sticking with it.
Speaking of sticking with it and poise, the Board of Directors, General Counsel, and election. Friday, April 11th, Saturday, April 12th. Gifts, absentee ballots, child care as well. So all the excuses are out of the book here. Yeah, I don't want to hear no vacations. I don't want to say, I don't want to hear I got to watch the kids. Voting is important.
You're going to meet quorum? You're going to be there to meet quorum?
I'll be there.
Okay.
Yep, I'll be there.
Are you going to keep your gift?
Oh yeah. You can't be. Oh God, I'm on air. You got me saying. Can't be giving away your gifts from Tulalip for General Counsel. That's just, you got to keep those. Some people give them away though. That's okay.
We love ours. We use our luggage still to this day.
You know what? I missed out that year. They ran out when I showed up. I was too late. It was like 9.
Oh, you better show up this year
so
so
here,
you can get your
I still got, see, it's
Early.
like collector's items to me.
Okay.
I still have the umbrella.
Steal there by David.
Steal by David. We'll get to this later. Alex now with the ball. Providence.
Yeah,
Amari and JJ there as well. Goes up to Judah, left-handed.
Bucket there. I just want to say, yeah, just while we're on here, you know, it's always awesome to get those UC gifts. When I first started going to them, I didn't even know that was a thing, and so just to get something like that was super cool. And then obviously, like, I'm a utilitarian guy when it comes to gifts, so, you know, I always appreciate something that you can use or comes in handy. So shout out to Tulalip Tribes, always supporting the membership, and I hope Dom shows up and makes sure he gets a gift this year.
I just got to be there in time. I think they said, Dom, you're too early. We don't have gifts for you. I think that's what it was.
Oh, okay. 6:30.
Oh, the ball is going out and just hitting people all over the court tonight.
Yeah. We see nearly taking our board member Marlon's camera out over there. Hopefully that does not happen. He's got some expensive equipment over there.
I think his guy next to him took the brunt of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets a good shot.
Yeah, ball coming to him.
Davis with the right-handed jumper after JJ's assist.
Oh, man.
So what was your favorite gift of all time?
You're putting me on the spot.
Yep.
Favorite gift? I'm gonna say, so I think we've got 2 sets of luggage. I've only received 1, but I've used those so much, and so I would say those.
That is probably the best one I think I've seen.
Yeah, you know, I've used them for a ton of, you know, like even the stuff that's not far where we just put it in the car and pack it, they're always come in handy and they look good. You know, it feels good to rock something representative of your culture. And so I can't remember who the artist is for that, but shout out to them as well.
Hawks here with the lead. Heritage 70, Providence 24. I think I got to say, if I were to go back to what we were saying about the gifts and stuff, I really like the dry bags. I haven't got to use it so far this year.
Okay.
But I think that's a pretty cool gift for like journeys.
Oh, absolutely.
I thought that was a pretty cool utility gift. And a lot of people, you know, probably like older that have gotten gifts from all the ages. Dom, how could you be forgetting this? Yeah, you know, I still got some years to live, so I didn't experience those ones.
Yeah, maybe I would love to hear what the gifts were in the past. What did we miss out on?
There was this really cool one. It was like this pillow, and it had like, it said Tulalip Tribes, and it had, it was just like a little canoe on there. And it was like a blanket that you could zip up, but it was also like a pillow. It was a cool one.
Fans dance in concert style with the light. Sorry. No, yeah, that would be awesome too.
I should probably retire this segment because people are probably like, geez. All right, I'll go. They're saying Providence with the ball.
Yeah, to vote and participate in our tribal matters is important too.
Very. Providence now with the ball. 42 is in. That is Alec Gia Okomedi. Or Giacometti.
Yeah, 3 minutes, 55 seconds here, so we see a little bit of new faces for Providence. You know, obviously trying to get some time of their own, some experience.
Judah just kind of slow to get up there, but is still on both feet.
Yeah, and we see Coach Sean motioning to the bench, so for, you know, some of the rotation to go in as well. So we'll see Allo, Lennox, James, and Rylan go in. Oh, nearly a alley-oop there to Ziggy.
3 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. Providence looks to set up the half-court offense here.
Oh.
Almost picked up. It is picked up by Ziggy. Goes to JJ.
Oh, a lot back to him. Oh, too high.
Almost got the crowd just something else they could have seen.
Then we get so that'll be a foul or dead ball, and we'll see a sub of 4 players, so probably most of the starters coming off here. I'm assuming that, so starting 5, whole starting 5 coming out. So with, you know, Hawks lead well in hands here.
Yep.
Closing out the game.
Heritage Hawks doing a good job having a commanding lead here so far with 3 minutes to go. Coach Sean Sigling putting the starting Hawks back on the bench.
Is victory formation,
Victory formation coming in.
Oh, good block there by James.
James gets a piece of it, sends it almost to the stands.
Yeah, Fans looking okay over there. Everybody's all right.
Everybody is okay. The fans are basically almost taking a beating from the ball this game.
Yeah, it was active, you know, intense, players all over, a lot of up and down play.
Providence still keeping the same energy here. The foul will be on number 14 for the Hawks, as James Jones Jr., number 11, Micah Wilson, who's a sophomore, will shoot 2.
So, you know, as we kind of got a couple more minutes here on air, as like I said, much anticipated matchup, Tulalip versus Lummi for the 3rd time this year.
3rd time.
What are you looking forward to in that game, Dom?
I think, like we said before, you know, in that case, there's going to be a lot of lead changes. I think just being able to keep your head up and just remember that, hey, we have good players. We got to trust that we can hit our shots, and we got to get the rebounds, like you were saying. Got to box out, hit our free throws, and I think we'll be just fine. Just can't let the crowd get to you. Someone hits a big 3, Lummi's going to get loud. You can't let that get to your head.
Absolutely. They said it's here, so.
Oh, it's here.
Believe so. Where is it at? Or at Lummi, sorry, at 8. At Lummi. Okay, I don't want to confuse folks. It's at Lummi at 8. So, was the rivalry that intense when you were in school?
Oh gosh, yes, it was. And here's the little, you know, I'll be honest, this was about the time I was probably in during the game.
Okay.
But I did get in, and I told my coaches that I wanted to get in, and I went in and fouled, and I played my hardest in those games. Those were the times I was like, oh, I'm getting in somehow. I'm running extra harder during those practices.
Who got the best of the matchup?
I think I'd like to say we split with them, but I think they beat us both times.
Yeah, because they had a meme.
They had a good team that year.
Surfacing around that, you know, the last time they had been beat was when their starting point guard was a small child.
Oh.
It had been years.
Then it might have been.
Since Tulalip beat them.
But then people would probably be like, Dom, I don't know if we lost to them. I believe we beat them in football. I don't know. I'm probably wrong.
Revisionist?
Yeah, I'm really thinking here. I don't think we beat them. But
you know, they were saying stuff like, what rivalry?
Oh, goodness. I don't want to hear that. You know, there's so many things that we've been going against Lummi for so many years, and it's all in good faith, I'd like to say.
Okay.
You know, I don't want the Lummi people coming after me here. Or anybody, really, for that matter.
It's a little salt in the wound when someone says something like that. What rivalry, you know, they feel like you haven't put enough money on the table.
Well,
corner 3 there.
I'll have to put maybe this is for anybody who wants to bet on the game, you know, I'll bet 1 mile nonstop on the game for Tuesday night.
Oh, man,
that's my bet. So if you're feeling faithful,
1 mile.
1 mile nonstop. You could walk it.
You know,
Judah gets the ball ripped away. Lenny goes to Allo. Dribbles it out, showing sportsmanship. Hawks 73, Providence 28. Any closing thoughts before this game?
Just like you said, so we'll see a matchup of Tulalip versus Lummi. It'll be at 8 o'clock at Lummi Nation Treble School. And so we hope fans show up in droves to support, as it's going to be a much anticipated matchup. And it's great atmosphere, good energy. Obviously, both programs supporting their tribal schools and their tribal members playing for the programs. And so 8 p.m. Tuesday.
In Lummi.
So excited, show up. We will be there as well for the folks that can't make it, but we'd love to see people's faces and that energy.
Yeah, you know, show up, support, and even if you're listening online, you know, comment, let people know where you're watching from. It's always really cool to see. Yeah, this will be the game here today. The Hawks win their 2nd playoff game of the year. Heritage 73, Providence 28. We'll see you guys Tuesday.
Hoi.
Hoi.